Shall we start? Okay. Right. Differentiation is easy. Okay. Integration will be tough. It's tough to understand initially. Now, see, we learned about how to differentiate using the basic formula, the first principle. We call it the integration by the first principle, which we had learned the other day. But as I see your courses now, that first principle problems do not come at all. Okay, you will be straight away doing typical differentiation formula questions, and those questions, to understand those questions, a lot of knowledge initially will require. And unfortunately, the NCERT book has been cut trimmed in such a way that if you read from there, you will not understand anything about it. So before we go ahead with differentiation, we have to know some standard formulas of differentiation, and these standard formulas should be by heart with you. By heart with you. Okay. The first principle is what I have told you, that how to do differentiation of any problem is that given a function fx, this was our first principle. If any function fx is given, then f dash x can be found out by evaluating the limit of h tending to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Right. Now, this was the first formula or the basic principle, but this we will not be using so much. This was only for your knowledge. Now we need to know some formulas, and these formulas are distributed over different functions. What are the functions? Functions that we will encounter in differentiation as well as integrations are functions of the type ILATE. I stands for inverse, logarithmic, algebraic, trigonometric, exponential. Okay. Get to know two concepts first. When you talk about something called log of x, right, then this is not a correct statement. The correct statement is, how do you write log x with what base? Log x, if it is with to base 10, then we generally write it as, we have a habit of writing log x when we do problems. Sometimes in chemistry you are doing a problem log 2. You are actually calculating 2 with base 10. So in chemistry you just write log 2. It is understood. But when you come to algebra, when you come to calculus, there is a protocol which we follow. There are two types of logarithm. One is log base 10 and one is log x base exponential e. This is known as natural log. Natural log, and this is written as ln of x, natural log, right? In integration and all, we are not doing any calculation. We use logarithm as a function. Whether it is integration or whether it is differentiation, we use log as a function. So in the book, if you go by say some Indian books or foreign books, you will find written ln x. Everything in calculus is ln. But in Indian books, you will see written as log x. Even I will also write log x many places. Please understand, in the whole unit of calculus, whether we are writing log x or ln x, we actually mean natural log. This does not mean base 10. Whereas when you are doing chemistry and you are doing some Raoult's law or something, you will see log 4.8. That means that is a calculatable value. That is, you are calculating log 4.8 to base 10. So in calculus, either you write with log e. Aparna, just mute the your mic. Either you write log with e, or not Aparna, sorry, Ananya. Either you write log e or you have the practice of writing ln. I say writing ln is best, means it is natural logarithm. But in India, books all write it as log x, log x. They also are meaning natural. It is understood that this log x is with base e as long as the chapter of calculus is concerned. Have I made myself clear in this? Okay. So whatever log you see in calculus, differential integral, we are always doing what is known as natural logarithm. So let's take up some formulas. First, we'll take algebraic formulas. Okay. Algebraic formulas are d dx of ax to the power n. This is equal to a n x n minus 1. Acha, how to read it? If the function is y equal to ax to the power n of this type. Okay? This is the only one that we use in algebraic. This one works. Number 2, logarithmic. ddx of log x is always equal to 1 upon x. ठीक है? Third, exponential. ddx of e to the power x is e to the power x. Fourth, another exponential. ddx of anything to the power x is anything to the power x log a. See, I wrote log a. So what is this log? Natural log. In American or any foreign books, it will be written a to the power ln a. Okay? These are the formulas which are related to logarithmic, algebraic, exponential. The problem starts when you start getting trigonometric. So in trigonometry, use yourself. How many trigonometric ratios we have? 6. So you'll have 6 differentials and 6 inverses, which makes it 12 formulas. But all formulas will have some sort of a similarity. So let's see the similarity. And we start with trigonometric formulas. Okay. So ddx of sin x is cos x. Children, remember another basic technique. All the functions that belong to start with C are very naughty functions. They will always create negative. That is the way to remember. All C functions are very naughty ones. Okay. Therefore, see, if I write ddx of cos x, it starts with C. It will give you negative sin x. Number 5, number 6, number 7. ddx of tan x is sec square x. Now look, what is ddx of tan x? Sec square x. ddx of cot x. Cot is a naughty function. So it will be minus. If this is tan giving you sec, then cot will give you cosec. We will see all those, don't worry. ddx of cot x minus cosec square x. Okay. Number 9. ddx of sec x tan x. Now you can yourself predict what should be ddx of cosec x. Cosec is a naughty function. So minus cosec x cot x. All 6 done. Okay. Shall we go ahead? All these you write and paste in front of your board, because similar many this will come. What do you call trigonometric will also come. Okay. 11. ddx of sine inverse x 1 by root over 1 minus x square. 1 by root over 1 minus x square. 12. ddx of cos inverse x negative 1 by root over 1 minus x square. See, I told you cos is a naughty function. It's all negative. 13. ddx of tan inverse x 1 by root over 1 by 1 plus x square. 14. ddx of cot inverse x minus 1 by 1 plus x square. ठीक है बच्चा? Now come to 15. ddx of sec inverse x 1 by mod x plus root x square minus 1. Mod x plus root x square minus 1. See, there I made a mistake. I was having that doubt. Not x square minus 1, x square plus 1. I had this doubt. mod x into root x square minus 1 and 16 ddx of cosec inverse x negative 1 mod x root x square minus 1. Initially they will be difficult, but you have to memorize them. There is no other way. You have to memorize them. These formulas are mandatory. Going by the book of NCERT, you will not even understand head and tail of differentiation. So the first thing, I taught you a little bit about first formula and using the algebraic formula. So these formulas need to go by heart. Understood? Let's see some rules of differentiation now, and then only we'll do practice. Some rules. Children, if they tell you that the problem is of this type, ddx of a function fx and there is another function gx, suppose they have given you this order, one function and another function, okay, both can be algebraic, one can be algebraic, one can be logarithmic, whatever. You can differentiate them separately, which means that you can do ddx of fx, this is allowed, plus ddx of gx. Have you understood? In your book, they may write this as f dash x plus g dash x. It all remains the same. Giving you a small example of this type. Example, say somebody says find ddx of x square plus sine x. This can be treated as ddx of x square, this is an algebraic function, plus ddx of trigonometric function sine x, which gives me this is 2x plus cos x. Sir, how did you get 2x? nx n minus 1. I am using the formula nx n minus 1. Clear? I am using the formula nx n minus 1. Say somebody would have given you a problem which is try to solve ddx of 4x square plus 2x plus 4. They have asked you to solve this. Even you can think that these are also three functions, fx, gx and one constant k, right? So this can be written as ddx of 4x square plus ddx of 2x plus ddx of 4. Children, one formula I missed out here, which is the parent formula. Write that. Formula number 0 is ddx of any constant k is always 0. You know that the slope does not have, a constant function does not have a slope attached to it. Is this clear? Okay, we go further. So how do you solve it? This will become 8x plus 2 plus 0. So answer is 8x plus 2. Are you seeing? If you think that I am doing it fast, it will come to you also. It's just 2 into 4, 8x. This into this minus this. Clear? This is one rule. This is rule number 1. Rule number 1. Now let's see two more rules and then we'll pick up some problems. Rule number 2. Rule number 2 is known as the product rule. Product rule. And there are many ways of writing it. I think the way I will write it, I find it easier. You will also find it easy. Then you will understand how the book also writes it. Product rule. Product rule means now we are going to find the derivative of a function fx which is multiplying another function gx. They can be of any two different type. Remember, derivative is always evaluated for the value, for the variable. What is derivative? If I make small change in x, what is the change observed in y, which is fx? Y is fx. So if I make small change in x, what is the change I am going to observe in fx? Okay? So this is given by, look how it is. The first you take the first function, multiply it with the derivative of the second function, and then you take the second function and you multiply it with the derivative of the first function. Now you can tell me, sir, why were you so eager about first and second? It is addition. Can I not do this step first and this step later? You can. Heavens don't fall. But maintaining the hygiene is good because that will help you in integration. So in your book, it will be written like this. See, in your book, it will be written like this. UV. What does U and V means? U is a function, V is a function. And they will say, what is the derivative of UV? U with the derivative of V, then V with the derivative of U. Understanding this becomes initially difficult. If you follow this, it is easier to understand. What is the derivative of product of two functions? The derivative of product of two functions is given by one function into derivative of other added to the other function into derivative of the other one. First function ddx second function plus second function ddx first function. Shall we solve one problem of this type? Let's take one problem. Say suppose we have to solve a problem. Find ddx of sin x log x. Now look, log x is a different function, sin x is a. So when you see sin x, you should, that slowly I'll come. Okay. So this you will write as ddx, you will write this as first function is sin x multiplied by ddx of log x and then log x multiplied by ddx of sin x. Okay? So it becomes sin x multiplied by 1 upon x plus log x multiplied into cos x. To clean it up, I would write 1 by x sin x plus log x cos x. This is my derivative. Clear? Now the next concept before going to the next formula is to understand the concept of PFA. These all will not be in your books. Power, function, angle. This is how calculus treats any trigonometric function as. Power, function, angle. Now look what it means. If I write a function y equal to sin x, look, y equal to sin x, the best way to write it is sin x. I can also write it as sine of x to the power 1 and sine is only one time. This is called power, this is called function, this is called angle. Right? So let's say I have a function y equal to sine cube 3x. What is the power of the function? It's a cubic function. What is the function? Trigonometric sinusoidal function. What is the angle of the function? 3x is the angle of the function. This has to be very clear, else you will make all chain rule problems mistake. Power, function, and this is the angle. Let's make it more complicated. Okay, let's make it more complicated. Sine of log x cube. Now tell me what is the power. The power is 3. The function is a sinusoidal function. The angle is log x. And this is the order in which you will solve a problem or will respect a problem when PFA problems comes. Power, function, angle. First power will be dealt. Then what will be dealt? Function will be dealt. Then what will you deal? The angle. The angle is dealt at the last. It is like eating namkeen in somebody else's house. So how will you eat? First you will open the door of the person's house, then go to the kitchen, then open the kitchen cabinet's door, then that particular dabba, then only you get the namkeen. Power, function, angle. Okay? So rule number 2 you have understood, right? Let's see rule number 3 now. Our rule number 3 deals with, that was with product. Rule number 3 is going to deal with quotient. We are trying to solve, this is the most, what do you call, which children forget the most. ddx of fx upon gx. ddx of fx upon gx. Acha. This is solved in this manner. First you make the line. First you make the line. Okay. First we'll make a line. First is a line. Write the denominator first. The denominator is very simple. The denominator is gx as a function. You square the whole function. Sorry. You square the whole function. Okay, just a moment, Bitu. Yeah. So we are doing gx by fx. The denominator of the derivative is you square the whole derivative. No tension. Got it? Then what we'll do? Take the denominator and multiply it with the derivative of the numerator. Denominator will start from all people who were downtrodden. We have to lift them up. Remember, like that. And they will be given priority today because the society has exploited them. So they are given priority. Then minus fx into ddx of gx. Right? Now look how the book will answer this formula. It will become clear. See, u divided by v, you're trying to find the whole derivative. So this is given by the v function is whole square. Then the poor function multiplied by the derivative of the top function minus top function into derivative of ddx of this. How? इसका example बढ़िया सा example करते हैं. Nice example of this. Our example would be something that you already know. What is it? If you are done, then we'll take up this. These are the rules, 3 rules you should know. That, if this is a new thing that has started. The 3 rules you should know is that, 1 minute. The 3 rules you should know is that you can apply derivatives if the functions are additive. You can apply derivatives to the functions individually. Product rule is first function derivative second function plus second function derivative first function. Quotient rule, fx by gx is gx whole square and on top it will be gs f dash x minus f dash x. Achha, you want to simplify it further, then you can write like this also. Gx whole square, and here you have gx f dash x minus fx g dash x. Doesn't make big difference. Same thing. Shall we? Now see the example. We are trying to do ddx of tan x. And you know that this is sec square x. Correct? Yeah. Now let's get this, how this comes up. Okay. Let's see how it actually comes up. Let's see how it comes up. I am trying to do ddx of tan x, right? A ddx of tan x can be written as ddx of sin x by cos x fx gx. So in one step, let us try to do, okay? Let's try to do it in one step. Let's see whether we are good or not. Look at me. First we will do cos x whole square. Cos x multiplied by ddx of sin x is how much? Cos x minus sin x multiplied by ddx of cos x, which is another minus sin x. Have you understood this step? Did you understand? Cos x into ddx of sin x, which is cos x, minus sin x into ddx of cos x, which is another minus sin x. So what does this result? This results in a cos square x plus a sin square x. Yes or no? Divided by another cos square x. Acha children, I hope you know this. Cos x whole square is cos square x. Right? This is nothing but 1 divided by cos square x, which is equal to how much, beta? Sec square x. Cot x is how much? Cosec square x. Shall we do for cot x? Same formula. Let's put for cot x. negative cosec square x. So let's see cot x. Okay, we're trying to do ddx of cot x, which is equal to ddx of cos x upon sin x. Now try to imply your formula. This will be sin square x into sin x into cos x is minus sin x, minus cos x into cos x is, cos x into sin x is cos x. This gives me minus sin square x minus cos square x by sin square x. I hope by now you have understood. This is minus of sin square x plus cos square x divided by sin square x, which makes it equal to 1 upon sin square x, which is minus cosec square x. Have we understood? Now we get into something which is most interesting called chain rule, and how chain rule is done. Again, don't follow the book. If you follow book, you will not understand head and tail of chain rule. But I promise you, your class ends today at what time? 11:30. We are at 10:55. By 11:30, you will be solving chain rule without even touching your pen. Just orally, you will solve all the problems of your text. Orally. Shall we get into chain rule? So let's see what is the basic of chain rule. No substitution, nothing. Straight away, you will be able to do chain rule. And let's see what is the basic of chain rule. Suppose somebody has given me a function y equal to sine 2x. What do I understand from here? 2x is the angle. Sine of 2x. So okay, like sine 30. Here 2x is 30. Have you understood? And they are asking me, find dy by dx. Is this chapter done in any school? Like differentiation, have you done? Okay, find dy by dx. Now how to do this? Okay. Look, if I do dy by dx is what? ddx of y, basically you're differentiating both sides, right? Then only you'll get a dy by dx. You're trying to differentiate what? Sine 2x. Now here there is a problem. The problem is that this step gives you what? Dy by dx. No issues. This is what you have to calculate. In very crude language, you can differentiate only dog with respect to dog. So far you are differentiating sin x with respect to x, ddx of sin x. Are you getting it? Now it is ddx of sin 2x. This is cat, this is dog. Cat and dog is not allowed. What is allowed? Dog, dog, or cat, cat. You can't clump them. Here is where chain rule comes into use. In chain rule, what we will do, since we cannot differentiate this, we will first differentiate dd2x of sin 2x. Does it make sense now? Dog, dog. But you were not asked to find this. You have to release this. So you further say ddx of 2x. Now ask yourself, this is an algebraic function. Here variable is only x. I can differentiate it. Did you understand the trick or not? If not, tell me, I'll say. Okay, once again. A 2x cannot be differentiated with x. A 2x is a dog. So you have to bring a dog here. But you are supposed to differentiate with respect to x, not dog. So you took dog on top. This and this cancels or not? In your mind, don't you think it is something like this? This can cancel this. Yes or no? So fine, if these two cancels, aren't you doing ddx of sin 2x? Yes. Right? But you are doing it in such a manner, dog differentiated to dog, and then the 2x becomes an algebraic function. 2x is an algebraic function. 2x can be differentiated with respect to x because here the variable is only x. Acha, look. Now how do we differentiate it further? we say ddx of sine x is what? Cos x, right? dd dog of sine dog is cos dog. So let's write cos dog. But what is the dog? 2x. Further multiplied by ddx of 2x, which is 2. 2x is 2x to the power 1. 1 into 2 into x to the power 1 minus 1, which is 0, 2. So we write this as 2 cos 2x. Basic chain rule. All the formulas can be applied because the formulas are with respect to what? The formulas are all with respect to children x. But here they are very naughty. They are giving you differentiate with respect to dog, cat, horse. So ultimately you have to apply a chain. This is one chain only. Sometimes we may have 5 chains. And what will be those 5 chains? The 5 chains will be like this. See? ddx of sine dog, dd dog of sine dog, into d dog by d cat, into d cat by d horse by dx. Finally, one x will come. So cat cancel, horse cancel, dog cancel. Ultimately, you are doing this. This is chain rule. It will get clear. Let's do 2-3 more problems. This is understood. I'll take one more example. Okay, let's see. Let's do a problem which is find ddx of log 3x. Children, you will think, sir has given a very easy problem. ddx of log x is 1 by x. I will use the formula. ddx of log x is 1 by x. This is not ddx of log x. Here it is log dog. Yes or no? So we have to change it. How do we change? We take d3x of log 3x. See? And you have to abolish this. So take it on top. d3x dx. Now it becomes what? 1 upon 3x multiplied by 3, which is 3 by 3x equal to 1 by x. Okay. Are you ready to do one chain problem without solving and just looking at the board? Chal, let's do. Just looking at the board. Y equal to tan of 3x cube. Forget everything. Just look at me. Tan of something. What is tan's differentiation? Sec square x. So the first thing will be sec square 3x cube multiplied by 9x square. Differentiation of this part. What are you basically doing? You're differentiating tan function and then again differentiating this. So look at me. Don't look at the board. What is the function? It's a tan function. What is the angle? 3x square, which is an algebraic function. 3x cube. What is tan's differentiation? Sec square x. So this will be, but this is tan dog. So it should be sec square dog. Sec square 3x cube. And now differentiate 3x cube, 9x square. So how we will write it? We will write dy by dx is equal to dd 3x cube. Whatever is the angle, just bring the angle. In this, we call it what? Argument. In log, we call it argument. Just bring the angle. And then angle. And now you put the same function, 3x cube. Now multiply the angle by dx. The job was done. So this becomes sec square 3x cube into 9x square. Final answer 9x square sec square 3x cube. Pretty easy. Shall we do one more? But for this, formulas have to be on your mouth. Shall we do one more? Okay. Can somebody help me find the derivative of e to the power 3x? Shall I tell you? Look at me. What is the e to the power x differential? E to the power x. E to the power dog will be e to the power dog. So the first part of the answer will be e to the power 3x. Then differential of 3x, which is 3. So the answer is 3 e to the power 3x. Are you getting the logic or not? Means without using your pen, are you able to solve? what is the function's variable here? 3x. Differentiate e to the power 3x with respect to 3x. It is e to the power 3x. For that you have to know the formula. That's why I gave that PDF. Next time print the PDF and bring it with you. That's why I gave the PDF. E to the power 3x differential is e to the power 3x. But you have to differentiate 3x also. 3x's differential is 3. Quadratic's differential is linear. Linear's differential is constant. So this becomes y dash is equal to dd3x of e to the power 3x. I think you have still not got the what you call the logic. Logic is, this is a function of some dog. You have to differentiate it with respect to dog. But the standard formula is that dog is x. So you just can't use the standard formula. Whereas the formula is valid. See, how did we give you the formula? Remember like this. We gave you a formula this. Look into the board. We gave you this formula. Is it agreed? This is the formula given to you. This formula is applicable for dd dog of e to the power dog. Answer will be, right now you are getting a dog and dog here. But they have asked you don't derive with respect to dog, derive with respect to x only. So you have to take this on top again. And then you bring x, so that in your mind these two are cancelling. So you are basically doing ddx of 3 to the power x. So if you see, if you don't do all this nonsense, how to solve it in one go? What is the function? Exponential function. What is the derivative of an exponential function in terms of x? The same function. So instead of dog, it should be the same function. This is the derivative. And the dog here is 3x. Differentiate the dog. Shall we take one more? On the same lines, look into the board. Differentiate this. What is the function? Sine dog. So its derivative is cos dog. And what is dog? 4x cube. Its derivative is, that's it. Done. Is it that tough? Let's take one more. Derivative is sec square dog. And the dog is 3x. 3. Is it that tough? Now let's go tough. Okay, let's take tougher now. What is the dog here? First identify the dog. Log 3x is the dog. Its derivative is cos dog. Have you massaged sine as a function? Yes. The dog was log 3x. In that function, what is the dog? 3x is the dog. And derivative of log dog is 1 by dog. And the 3x is the dog. So differentiate the 3x. So this is, yeah, chain. Now there's 3 chains. Look. Now what did we actually do? We took d log 3x. Okay. And we tried to differentiate sine log 3x. Dog with dog. Then this function goes on top. For this function, what is the dog? 3x is the dog. And again, d3x goes, what is the dog? X is the dog. Chain, this cancels, yeah. This cancels this cancels this. Ultimately, these two are there. Now, what is this? Cos of log 3x. What is this? This is 1 by 3x. What is this? 3. Did you get it? We are solving individual functions. Later, we can find a problem in which numerator will be cos log 3x, denominator will be sin log 2x. Solve the denominator separately, solve the numerator separately, either that way, or use quotient rule. Everything is easy. Differentiation, your eyes must be very much fed on. Shall we take one more? Let's solve this. E to the power sine of tan of log 2x. I will not do chain reaction. I'll solve it in one go. What is the parent function? Exponential function. What is the derivative of an exponential function? Formula. It is the function itself. So I write y prime is e to the power sine of tan of log 3x. Fine. Okay. Now go ahead. What was the dog for this function? What was the dog? Sine of this. Right? So if you differentiate a sine function, it should give you a cos function. So this thing multiplied by cos of tan of log 3x. Fine. For this function, what was the dog? Tan of so and so was dog. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, children. Let us do this in a proper way. 1 minute. I don't want to lose the. Okay.
It should be 2x, not 3x.
Which one? Sub 3x ही तो लिखा है. Which one 2x? This one?
No. This question.
And
Why you got 2x?
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Let me see. There. One minute. Yeah, what is the problem?
The question you got 2x.
अरे इसको 3 कर लो ना, एक ही बात है ना, 3 कर लो, 3x. Okay, so we got the exponential function is always the exponential function. Then we have sine dog. Sine dog becomes cos dog. Now this is the dog. So it is tan of log 3x. So tan function becomes sec square log 3x. Agreed? Now log 3x will become 1 by 3x. And then this becomes 3. You've got it. अब बहुत पहले हो गया, 10 मिनट में हो गया है. We'll take a book problems in one go, you'll be able to do it. But you should write it step by step. How will you write it step by step? We'll write step by step as y prime equal to d. In books they will do let this be equal to t. वो सब मत करो. In whole life you will not be able to solve. Sine of tan of log 3x. Okay? Into e to the power sine of tan of log 3x. This is the first part. Agreed? Now let's take the second part. Sine of tan of log 3x. So here I will write tan of log 3x. Alright? Now I have to lift this one on top. D tan of log 3x divided by d log 3x. Now I have to lift d log 3x divided by d3x. Finally d3x by x. Now just check. This one is e to the power this. This became cos. Tan became sec square. Ready for one more? आ जाओ. इसको differentiate करो तो. Now how to differentiate this? How to differentiate this? Okay. Now this is tricky. This one, if you have understood, you have understood differentiation. What did I tell you? Power function angle. First treat this just a power function. What is a power function? Anything a square is a power function. Just treat this as a power function now first. Okay. We'll treat this as a power function. So it is a second power of sine. Second power of sine. Right. So we have to first deal the power. Then comes the function. Then we will massage the sign. So the cost factor doesn't come first. First is the power. And what is a power derivative you learned? ddx of x to the power n is equal to nx n minus 1. The first formula, algebraic. So it will be dealt as a power function, power first. Then the function, then the trigonometric part, then the angle part. Right? You just remember, you try to think, if I write it like this, ddx of, say, x square, can I solve this? Yes, 2x. This is in same line. So here the chain, here I have to form the chain like this. What will be the chain? Just see. The chain will be d by d sine 2x into sine square 2x. First the power. Right? Now the function d sine 2x. Now sine of dog, so I'll differentiate it with dog. Then the angle d of 2x dx. See, first the power, then the function, then the angle. It's called power function angle. ये आपका स्कूल ये नहीं बताएगा ये सब. PFA is very easy. Now see, this will be what? nx n minus 1. 2 sine 2x. 2 minus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1. Do I write it? I don't write it. Did you understand or not? 2 sine 2x. This was nowhere a trigonometric differentiation. This was what differentiation, children? Power differentiation. Now you know how to differentiate this? Cos 2x. And you know how to differentiate this? 2. So how do you write it finally? 4 sine 2x cos 2x. Which can be written as 4 into, there is some more, 2 sine 2x cos 2x. 2 sine theta cos theta is sine 2 theta. 2 sine theta cos theta is sine 2 theta. समझेंगे? Can you differentiate this? Y equal to log cube x. नहीं, log cube नहीं करते हैं, interesting करते हैं. Y equal to
Sine square is like for differentiation.
no, one minute. I didn't get you. I didn't hear you from start. Ananya, once again, just tell me your query.
Differentiating the power takes sine square 2x. How do you take sine 2x?
This is like a power function. How did you, what is the formula for ddx of x to the power n? What you used to do? You had a x, you had a nth power, so you differentiated with x. Now this x is taken up by sine 3x and n. One minute, let me tell you. You have to first differentiate the power. In order to differentiate the power, this is some function to the power 2. Some function dog to the power 2. What is the dog? Sine 3x. So ddx of dog to the power 2. So we will do dd dog of dog to the power 2. Power function. Remember, dog is always the variable. dd dog of dog to the power 2. Can you solve this one? Hey, ये मुंह से करेंगे? Check. No pen and all used. What is it? Log square x. Which is the first function you see? Power. Then the function is logarithmic. Here we have no angle, but in log we call it argument. Argument is what? X. So it is still PFA. First we will massage power. Then we will massage function. Then we will massage angle or the argument. Massage the power. If you do ddx of log square, it will be 2 log x. So we get, if you massage the power, then y prime will be equal to 2 log x. Then you massage log x. Log x, we did not go 2 steps because log x is, the dog is already x. So ddx of log x is how much beta? 1 by x. So the answer is how much? 2 by x log x. Right? But there is a catch here. Can I not say that my function is a log x multiplied by a log x? Let's apply UV rule and check whether we are correct or not. What is UV rule? First function into derivative of second function plus second function into derivative of first function. In both cases, you are getting log x by x plus log x by x. If you add them, it is 2 log x by x. We are correct. Did you understand? Let's take one more. चलो इसको solve करो तो थोड़ा complicate करें. Okay, let's do this. Y equal to sine 3x cube plus 5x plus 4. इसको solve करो. Hey, straight away. मुंह से करना है. Cos of 3x cube plus 5x plus 4 multiplied by 15x square plus 5. Huh? Why are you not coming along with me? What is the dog here? What is the dog? This is the dog. Sine of dog derivative is cos of dog. So let's write cos of dog. Cos of how much? You can't be silent in this chapter. This is cos of dog. Now differentiate the dog. Dog has got dog 1, dog 2, dog 3. All three can be differentiated separately. So let's differentiate the 3 dogs. So it will become 9x square plus 5. Linear will give you constant. Cubic will give you quadratic. Constant gives me 0. So my final answer would be what? My final answer would be 9x square plus 5 multiplied into cos of 3x cube plus 5x plus 4. Is it that difficult? No. Shall we take one difficult then? Let's take one difficult. Y equal to log cos of e to the power 4x. Yo, let's do this. मुंह से करेंगे. What is the final first function? Log. For the log, what is dog? Cos of something is the dog. So it becomes 1 by cos e to the power 4x. For cos e to the power 4x, what is the dog? E to the power 4x. So it becomes negative sine e to the power 4x. For e to the power 4x, the dog is 4x. So it becomes e to the power 4x. And for 4x, the dog is 4. Answer has come. So our answer is y prime is equal to negative, right? Tan e to the power 4x. Then multiplied by e to the power 4x 4. So we'll write minus 4 e to the power 4x tan e to the power 4x. If your this thing comes, you are a champion of differentiation. आ जाएगा आपको. एक और करें? मजा आ रहा है? चले आइए एक और करते हैं. This I will remain silent, huh? First find out what is the derivative of sec x. Sec x tan x. So it will be sec dog tan dog. So let's write sec dog sec log x square and then tan dog x square. Then you have to differentiate the dog. The dog is 1 by x square. Now differentiate the x square. So the answer is that's it. Open your book now. Get to exercise 5.2. Let's see one or two problems. You will not do, you'll just tell me the question. 5.2 exercise. Sorry, Ananya. Mila, 5.2. Acha. Tell me 5.2 first problem. I'll just write on the board. Y equal to sine of x square plus 5. Just close the book with your finger inside. Do you think this is that difficult? What is the dog here? I told you, by 11:30, still not 11:30, you will do it on orally. So the answer should be what? You tell me. Cos of x square plus 5 and then differentiate x square plus 5. I think we should get 2x. 5 per differentiation is 0. So how do you write this answer as 2x cos x square plus 5? Is it easy or not? Take the second question.
Cos of sine x.
Cos of sine x. Okay, 1 minute. Cos's differentiation is minus sine x. Cos of dog minus sine dog. Then ddx of the dog. Done. Done. So our answer is, but you write the steps, minus cos x sine of sine x. Third question.
Ax plus b.
Sine of
Cos
ax plus b. You tell me what should be the answer. Cos of ax plus b into a. A. x नहीं होता है बेटा, a होगा. x नहीं होता है. ax का derivative is a. Linear's derivative is always constant. Remember that. Next. Sec of tan root x. Now this is a little bit stylish. Root is there. No issues. ddx of sec x is what? Sec x tan x. So it should be sec tan root x into tan of tan root x, right? Then ddx of tan of this, which should be sec square root x. Now ddx of root x. Root x. So just do it here. Root x is x to the power half. If you do its differentiation, it becomes half x half minus 1, which is again half. So this is basically 1 by 2 root x. See, half x, half minus 1 is minus half. So it is half x to the power minus half, which is half root x. So shall we write this here? Into 1 by 2 root x. So children, memorize this. Always memorize it. Y is equal to root x. Y prime is equal to half root x. Okay, questions कैसे बन रहे हैं देखो. Next. Let's see the next question.
Sine ax plus b by cos cx.
Sine. Do you have the guts to take it in one go on your? Can you solve it orally? We'll use ux bx formula. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's go step by step. Ready? You have that guts. Chal. Gx whole square fx by gx. So bottom becomes cos square ax plus b. Right?
Cx plus b.
Arey yaar, whatever it is. Cx plus d. Right? Gx into f dash x. Into derivative of this. Cos ax plus b into a. So we'll write it as a cos ax plus b. Right? Minus this function sine ax plus b into derivative of cos. So that minus takes away this as plus, right? And it will be what? A sine cx plus d. Cx plus d. This will be c. This also will be c. Sorry. C sine cx plus d. It will be multiplying bracket. Oh yeah. Now you just need to little bit clean up. Let's clean it up. How do you clean up? So you have got a cos ax plus b cos cx plus d, and here you have c sine cx plus d into sine ax plus b. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, we can't use the formula because we have C and A. If it was cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, it is cos of A plus B. Class 11, cos of A plus B. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos is a very naughty boy. So this was cos A minus B. But you can't use the formula because you can't take out A and C separately outside. And in the bottom, it becomes cos square Cx plus D. कितना टाइम लगा? इसका आंसर टैली करो तो क्या दिया है?
A cos ax plus
बस बस और पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, हम लोग वी आर करेक्ट. Sec is because they have taken this on top. That's why it is sec. जरूरत नहीं है. It is like Sultan movie. Once you have hit him, you know और उठेगा नहीं. This is धोबी पछाड़. Got the idea? So can I leave you all today to practice a lot? Practice a lot. In fact, I can bring some questionnaires from our next class. That is on Thursday. But you need to learn a lot. Learn a lot. Take up any of the tutorial book. The NCERT is not going to help you in any way. And you get some differentiation, chain rule differentiation problems, and you do. Formula is simple. First, look at the function. And if it is a PFA scenario, do PFA. ठीक है? So I'll upload this video also.